All right, let's be real for a second. AI isn't just a buzzword anymore, is it? It's pretty much a mandate. The real question is, how do you actually get it from a cool idea to something that's truly part of your organization? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. We're cutting through all the hype to get to the real blueprint for making this stuff work.
I mean, this quote right here says it all, doesn't it? The pressure is just immense. It's coming from everywhere, from the boardroom all the way down to the front lines. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is expected to deliver something with AI. It's basically the new cost of doing business.
Okay, but here's the fundamental problem, right? On one side, you've got this amazing dream, these incredible AI results. But then on the other side, you've got the cold, hard reality. Most companies just aren't ready for what it actually takes to do AI at an enterprise level. And that gap, well, that gap is where good intentions go to die.
So, why? Why do so many promising AI projects completely fail to make it across that gap? Well, the answer, it's probably going to surprise you, because it's almost certainly not what you think it is.
Most people's minds immediately jump to the technology. They think, oh, it must be a bad model, or our data is just too messy, or maybe the platform just can't scale. And look, those are definitely real problems, for sure, but they are not the real problem. Technology is almost never the only villain in this story.
All right, so if it's not just about the tech, then what is it? What's the hidden barrier that trips up so many smart, well-intentioned, and even well-funded AI strategies? Okay, here they are. These are the real culprits. And you'll notice, it's not about the code. It's about coordination. It's about culture. AI fails when nobody is really sure who actually owns it. It fails when governance is just some checklist you fill out once and then totally forget about. It fails when you just throw it over the wall to different teams without any kind of real plan for adoption. And maybe the most dangerous one, it fails when you find out just how risky a model is after it's already out there in the wild. See? These aren't software failures. They are system failures. And here's the thing. You can't solve a systemic problem with a technical fix. It just doesn't work. What you need is a totally new way of thinking, a new operating model. And that is what this is all about, a mandate for governance.
So let's get into the core definition. The AI mandate, it's not some piece of software you can just buy off the shelf. And it's not just another policy you write up. It's a complete system, a system that weaves together three absolutely essential threads: how you adopt the tech, how you govern it, and how you actually execute on it, day in and day out. All three have to work together, perfectly in sync.
So, this system is built on four really critical pillars. Number one, practical governance. And I mean governance that actually works in the real world, not just something that looks good in a PowerPoint deck. Number two, clear risk and oversight. Basically, everyone knows who's accountable for what. There's no confusion. Third, a structured adoption and enablement plan. This is how you set your teams up to succeed instead of just getting frustrated. And finally, number four, a scalable operating model, something that can actually grow with you and do it responsibly. If you get these four things right, you are building a seriously solid foundation.
And the goal here is so much bigger than just launching a couple of AI projects and calling it a day. It's about achieving what's called AI maturity. That means moving your entire organization from just being interested in AI to being fundamentally ready for it, for the long haul.
Now, what's so interesting is why this kind of practical nuts and bolts guidance is so hard to find. Think about it. Most of the AI content out there falls into one of two camps, and neither is very helpful. On one end, it's so deeply technical that it's basically useless to a business leader. And on the other end, it's just pure, surface-level hype that doesn't help you build a single thing.
And honestly, that is the entire point of a framework like this. We're living in a world that is just saturated with AI noise, right? The goal isn't to add to that noise. The goal is to provide a clearer signal, a real practical guide for the people, the decision makers, who have to figure out how to navigate this incredibly complex, but also incredibly important new world.
So I want to leave you with a question to think about for your own organization. Is your AI strategy built on hype? Are you just chasing the next shiny object? Or is it being built for maturity with that careful, deliberate scaffolding of governance and operations? Because really, the answer to that question, that's what's going to determine whether you succeed or not.
What?